They told me I wouldn't make it past 70. They told me the shaking in my hands was the beginning of the end, that my legs giving out was just the curse of aging, that I should accept it, that I should sit down, take my pills, let go, and wait for the clock to run out. But I didn't, and here I am, standing before you, 100 years old, still walking on my own two legs, still holding a pen without a tremor, still breathing of machines, still living with purpose. Because I discovered something, a secret, one that almost nobody talks about, one hidden behind billions of dollars in pills, medications, treatments, and excuses. The truth is, weak legs and trembling hands are not just signs of aging, they are warning signs. Screams from your body that something is missing, something vital, and that something can be reversed, not over months or years, but in just 14 days. It's 14 days. I've done it. I've guided thousands to do it. And today I will show you how. If this message already has your heart pounding and your mind racing, I want you to do 3 things right now. Like this video so this truth reaches more people who've been told they're too old. Subscribe to the channel because what I reveal over the next few minutes may change the way you see aging forever. And comment below where in the world you're watching this from. I want to see the strength of this global family, this movement, this rebellion against decay and decline. Tell me your name, your city, your age. Let's build this revolution together. Now, close your eyes for just a second. Imagine yourself strong, steady, balanced, not shaking, not falling. Imagine climbing stairs without fear, holding a cup of coffee without spilling, hugging your grandchild without them asking. Why are your hands shaking? Imagine waking up without dread, without pain, without fatigue. That's not a fantasy. That's your birthright. That's your body, once it's given the right tools. What you're about to hear will shake everything you've been told about aging to its core. And I promise, if you give me your attention, your trust, and just 14 days, I'll help you reclaim the strength, stability, and independence that you thought you lost forever. Let me take you back to a moment I'll never forget. I was standing in my kitchen, pouring a glass of water, when suddenly my hand gave out, the glass shattered across the floor, my knees buckled, I fell. I remember staring up at the ceiling, breathless, not from the fall, but from the terrifying thought racing through my mind. Is this it? Is this how it begins? Am I losing myself? I was 68, and I felt like my body had betrayed me. My doctors said it was normal, just part of the process. But deep inside, something told me, no, this wasn't just age. This was a cry for help, a warning. My body was whispering something that modern medicine had long stopped listening to. And that whisper turned into my mission. That day I made a decision. I would not go quietly. I would not become another silent sufferer. I would fight. And in that fight, I found 6 hidden allies, 6 vitamins that would change everything. Most people don't realize this, but your muscles aren't just powered by exercise and protein. They're fueled, protected by specific micronutrients that regulate nerve signals, muscle contractions, blood flow, energy production, and inflammation. And when those vitamins are missing, silently missing, your muscles start to waste, your hands begin to tremble, your legs become unreliable. And the worst part, you don't feel it immediately. It creeps up, slowly, insidiously, like a thief in the night, robbing you of strength, independence, and confidence. But here's the good news. When you replace what's missing, the body responds fast, sometimes shockingly fast. I've seen 85-year-olds regain control of their hands in less than 2 weeks. I've seen people who couldn't walk unassisted climb stairs in under a month. Because the human body is not designed to fall apart, it's designed to heal if you give it the right fuel. I want you to understand something right now. The weakness in your legs, the trembling in your hands, the fatigue in your body, they are not just symptoms, they are messages. They are signals from the deepest parts of your biology begging for correction. And it's time you answered. These 6 secret vitamins I'm about to reveal are not hidden in expensive treatment. They're not found in magical injections. They're hidden in plain sight, but ignored, neglected, even suppressed by those who profit off your decline. And for years, I kept quiet. I stayed in my lane. I followed the rules. But not anymore, because silence is no longer an option. Every day I see men and women like you, bright, brilliant, full of potential, struggling to walk, to write, to hold their loved ones. And I can't let it continue. This speech is not a lecture. It's not a routine. It's a routine. It's a rescue mission. And it begins now. You might be wondering, why vitamins? Are they just supplements? No, not these. These 6 are biological triggers, activators of regeneration, balance, and strength. When they enter your bloodstream in the right ratios, the right forms, at the right time, they do something extraordinary. They switch on dormant healing. They repair damaged muscle fibers. They calm overactive nerves. They replenish the very fuel your mitochondria, the engines of your cells, desperately need. And they do it without side effects, without addictions, without pharmaceutical chains. These are the secrets your body has been waiting for. I remember one patient, Janice, 72, former dancer. For years, she hadn't been able to lift her arms above her shoulders. Her hands shook so badly she had to stop painting. Her husband had to button her shirts. Within 14 days of starting this protocol, she sent me a video. She was twirling in her living room, crying, laughing, holding a brush again. That's what I want for you. So I ask you again, what would your life look like without pain, without trembling, without fear of falling? What would it feel like to walk into a room without hesitation, to hold a loved one with confidence, to trust your body again? I'm not offering miracles. I'm offering what science and nature have always offered if we're bold enough to listen. The first step is understanding. The second is action. And the third is commitment. For the next 14 days, I'm going to walk with you. I will guide you step by step. I'll show you exactly what to eat, what to avoid, what to take, and what to believe. Because this isn't just about vitamins. It's about mindset. It's about refusing to surrender. It's about reclaiming the power you thought you lost. And the moment you decide to fight back, the healing begins. I will now reveal the first vitamin. And when I do, I want you to pay close attention because this one alone has the potential to change everything. Not months from now, but within days. Let's begin with the first of the 6 forgotten warriors vitamins that don't just support your body, but awaken it from its slow descent into weakness and fear. And today, I'm going to rip the curtain off the first one, the one that has saved more lives quietly than any drug ever will, yet it's missing in nearly every adult over 60. Let me tell you the truth about vitamin D. Now, don't roll your eyes. You've heard the name before, but I promise you've never heard it like this. Because what you think is just a bone vitamin is actually the master switch of strength, stability, and nerve control. And without it, your body is like a sinking ship. Now, let me be brutally honest. More than 85% of seniors in America and Europe are dangerously deficient in vitamin D. And no one tells you what that really means. It means your legs weaken faster than they should. It means your hands begin to tremble, not from age, but from a starving nervous system. It means every signal from your brain takes longer to travel, and when it does, it's weaker, unstable, chaotic, like a frayed wire sending sparks. Vitamin D is not optional, it is essential. And here's the terrifying part. Your doctors check for it, but they're using outdated ranges. It'll tell you 30 nl/ml is fine. No, it's not. That level keeps you alive. It doesn't keep you strong. Optimal strength, balance, and nerve function don't happen until you're in the 60 90 range. That's where the healing lives. That's when trembling stops. That's when legs stop buckling. I had a man come to me, 76 years old, once an athlete, now too afraid to walk to his mailbox. His hands had the kind of tremor that steals your dignity. He couldn't shave, couldn't write, couldn't eat soup without spilling. His vitamin D level, 18. After just 2 weeks, and a high absorption, medical grade vitamin D3 paired with K2, his hands calmed. Not completely, but enough for him to write me a letter in his own hand. He hadn't done that in 7 years. That's the power we're talking about. And here's what they won't tell you. Vitamin D is not a vitamin. It's a hormone, a commander. It talks to every cell in your body and tells it what to do. It controls over 1,000 genes. It regulates calcium. Yes, but it also governs muscle contraction, neurotransmitter flow, inflammation, mood, even energy metabolism. So when your vitamin D is low, your muscles sag, your reflexes fade, your balance deteriorates, your brain fogs, and yes, your hands tremble and your legs weaken. But once you replenish it, once you get enough into your blood every single day, consistently, it's like turning the lights back on in a house that's gone dark for years. And for those wondering what enough means, it's not the 400 IU you get from your breakfast cereal. That's like putting a single drop of water on a forest fire. It's not enough to make a dent. Most people over 60 need at least 4,000 to 5,000 IU per day, sometimes more, depending on the sun exposure, body weight, and absorption issues. And they need it in the right form. D3 with K2, not just D3 alone. Why? Because K2 inserts calcium, goes into your bones and muscles, not into your arteries. Without K2, D3 can do more harm than good. Listen to me closely. This is not a casual suggestion. This is a warning and an invitation. If you're over 60 and you feel your body slipping, if your hands shake when you lift a glass, if your legs give out when you rise from your chair, check your vitamin D and then correct it. Immediately, aggressively, responsibly. You don't need injections. You don't need surgeries. Your body needs the raw materials it's been begging for. And vitamin D is the first one, but not the only one. We've only just begun. We've lit the first match in this dark cave, but there are 5 more waiting, 5 more healing flames, each one unlocking a different part of your body's natural strength, each one powerful enough on its own. Together, they're unstoppable. Now, breathe for a moment. Let that sink in. We're not just talking about science. We're talking about liberation. You've been told that trembling and falling are inevitable, that your legs and hands are supposed to deteriorate. But that's a lie, a deeply embedded profit-driven lie. And this is the beginning of the truth. Are you ready for the second vitamin? The one that controls every electric signal in your body, the one that missing creates chaos in your nervous system and leaves you unbalanced, unstable, and scared. You're still with me, and that means you're ready to go deeper, ready to hear what most people never will, because after vitamin D comes the second hidden warrior, the second life-saving ally. And if you've ever felt your legs wobble as you walk, if you've ever stood up, you felt your entire body tremble for no reason, if your heart races at night or your muscles cramp like they're screaming for help, then this right here is what your body has been dying to tell you. Magnesium, the second secret vitamin in our 14-day challenge, isn't a secret, but because it's new. It's a secret because it's been buried under lazy medicine, cheap food, and dangerous misinformation. And the truth? It's horrifying. Over 75% of adults over 60 are critically deficient in magnesium, and most don't even know it. Why? Because the tests your doctor gives you are outdated. They test your blood serum, but only 1% of your body's magnesium is in the blood. The other 99% is inside your cells, inside your bones, inside your muscles. That's where the real story lives. And that's the story that's been ignored for decades. Magnesium is the spark plug of life. Without it, nothing in your body works. Your muscles cramp, your nerves misfire, your heart skips, your hands shake, your legs lose control, and your sleep becomes a nightmare. One of my patients, Henry, 81 years old, came to me terrified. He was falling 3 times a week. He couldn't sleep more than an hour at a time. His hands were trembling constantly. The doctors wanted to medicate him, label him, push him into assisted living. But I didn't see a man who needed drugs. I saw a man who needed magnesium. We tested his intracellular magnesium levels. They were in the red, dangerously low. We immediately started him on a highly absorbable form, magnesium glycinate, not the cheap oxide that sits useless in most supplements. Within 5 days, Henry was sleeping through the night. By day 10, his tremors began to calm. And by the end of our 14-day challenge, he hadn't fallen once. Understand this. Every muscle contraction, every heartbeat, every nerve impulse depends on magnesium. When your magnesium is low, your muscles become hyperexcitable, your nerves go haywire, you feel restless, twitchy, and weak. It's not just getting old, it's a full-blown deficiency, and it's silently destroying your strength. But here's the kicker. Your body can't store magnesium the way it stores fat or calcium. It gets depleted daily by stress, caffeine, sugar, medications, and poor diet. If you're not actively replenishing it, you're falling behind every single day. So what's the solution? Not just any magnesium. You need the right type, the right dose, the right timing. Magnesium glycinate for calming the nervous system and relaxing the muscles. Magnesium malate if you need more energy during the day. Magnesium threonate if you're dealing with brain fog, memory loss, or trembling related to the central nervous system. And not just 100 mg. That's a joke. Most adults need 400 to 600 milligrams a day, and sometimes more if they're under stress or taking medications like diuretics or proton pump inhibitors, which drain your magnesium like a leaking bucket. If you fix just this one deficiency, you can change your life, your balance, your coordination, your ability to sleep, walk, eat, even write. You can stop the trembling, you can stop the fear, and you can start living again. Now, take a breath. We've covered vitamin D, the commander of strength. Magnesium, the spark of stability. And we're not done, not even close. Because the third secret vitamin I'm about to reveal is the one that most directly controls the trembling in your hands, the one that feeds your nerves, shields your brain, and restores precision to your every movement. Without it, even the strongest muscles become useless because the signal from your brain can't get through, and most doctors never mention it. Then listen carefully, because the third vitamin, the third sacred nutrient in our 14-day challenge to reverse lead weakness and trembling hands, is not just rare, it's criminally ignored. You're not just deficient in it, you're being robbed of it by the food industry, by prescription drugs, by toxic habits, and even by your own stress. And the worst part, and without this one, your brain signals cannot reach your muscles. That's not poetic. That's biological fact. This third vitamin is vitamin B12. Now, when I say B12, some people tune out. Oh, I've heard of that. No, you haven't. Not like this. Not the truth. Because B12 is not just for energy. It's not just a tiredness vitamin. It's life or death for your nerves. And without that sheath, your electrical signals leak. Your body becomes a faulty wire. And suddenly, your hands shake. Your legs feel like jelly. Your balance disappears. Your memory fades. Your coordination stumbles. And here's the horror. B12 deficiency mimics early dementia. It mimics Parkinson's. It mimics MS. I've seen patients misdiagnosed for years, given medications they never needed. Why? Because no one checked for B12. And if they did, they accepted shockingly low levels as normal. I had a patient, 68 years old, who came to me barely able to walk. Her kids thought she had early onset Alzheimer's. She forgot names, dropped things, stumbled every few steps. Doctor said it was age. I said, no, it was B12. We tested her. Her levels were 190. The lab said normal. I said criminal. I started her on methylcobalamin, the active form, not cyanocobalamin, the cheap synthetic garbage. Within 2 weeks, her memory began to return. Her tremors reduced. Her gait stabilized. Because B12 is a neural restorer. It doesn't just support nerves, it revives them, but only if you catch the deficiency in time. And here's the dagger. As you age, your ability to absorb B12 through food plummets. Stomach acid declines. Your intrinsic fact, the enzyme needed to unlock B12 is weakened. So even if you're eating meat, egg, dairy, it's not enough. It's not getting in. And that's why supplementation is non-negotiable after 50, especially if you're feeling hand tremors, tingling, leg heaviness, fatigue, or confusion. And it's why I recommend sublingual methylcobalamin held under the tongue, absorbed directly into the blood. No pills, no digestion, just direct power, exactly where it's needed. Doses, don't be afraid of high numbers. B12 is water soluble. Your body will excrete the excess. I've seen people take 2,000 to 5,000 Z-mix a day during recovery and thrive, especially when paired with the rest of the B complex, including B6 and folate, which work in synergy to rebuild nerves and restore calm to shaky hands. Listen, if your hands are trembling, your legs are losing control, and your memory is fading, B12 is not optional. It's not a supplement. It's a rescue mission. Now we've uncovered 3. Vitamin D, strength. Magnesium, stability. Vitamin B12, nerve power. But the 4th vitamin is one most people don't even realize it's a vitamin. It's not in your multivitamin. It's not in your cereal. It's not in your doctor's checklist. And yet it controls everything from muscle function to blood sugar to inflammation, to brain chemistry. And when it's missing, your body ages faster than you can imagine. Then brace yourself, because the 4th vitamin in our 14-day challenge is the silent cornerstone of your body's anti-aging arsenal. And calling it a vitamin doesn't even do it justice. It's more like a guardian, a protector in the shadows. And when it's gone, your body becomes a battlefield. Muscles waste, legs weaken, inflammation surges, and your brain, your precious brain, begins to drown in a storm of oxidative stress. This forgotten hero is vitamin K2, not K1, the blood clotting one you get from leafy greens. No, K2, the one no one talks about. It's the one that's almost completely absent from the modern diet. The one that, when missing, causes calcium to go rogue, to leave your bones and invade your arteries, your joints, your muscles, even your brain. Let me make this crystal clear. Without vitamin K2, calcium becomes a weapon. You've probably been told to take calcium to strengthen your bones, maybe even prescribed it. But here's the terrifying truth. Calcium without K2 is like loading a gun with no aim. It shoots randomly. It hardens your arteries. It settles into your soft tissues. It triggers pain in your joints and contributes to arterial stiffness that cuts off blood flow to your legs, starving your muscles of oxygen and strength. So what happens next? Leg pain, cramping, numbness, loss of balance, trembling hands, stroke risk. And yet, most doctors don't even test for K2. They don't ask, they don't recommend, because they were never taught. But I was. I had to unteach myself everything I learned in medical school and go back to the truth. And the truth is this: vitamin K2 tells calcium where to go. It takes that wandering calcium and locks it into your bones, and it keeps it out of your arteries, your organs, and your joints. It's the difference between strength and stiffness, between healthy aging and premature decay. Do you want to know something horrifying? In Japan, where K2-rich foods like natto are part of the diet, the rates of osteoporosis and vascular calcification are dramatically lower than in the US or Europe, not because they eat less calcium, but because they eat more K2. So where can you get it? Natto, hard cheeses, egg yolks, grass-fed butter, liver. But let's be honest, most people over 60 aren't eating natto. That's why supplementation is vital. Look for vitamin K2 as MK7, the long-acting, powerful form that stays in your body and works for days, not hours. And here's the golden key. Pair K2 with vitamin D3. D3 increases calcium absorption. K2 ensures proper calcium distribution. Together, they build bones, restore muscle function, and prevent the stiffening, choking, trembling death spiral caused by runaway calcium. In one 12-week clinical study, older adults given D3 and K2 showed marked improvement in leg strength, walking distance, and muscle coordination. Their trembling slowed, their balance returned, their lives restarted. And now yours can too, because you're halfway through. 4 vitamins down, 4 weapons revealed. Vitamin D, command of strength. Magnesium, spark of movement. Vitamin B12, nervous system revival. Vitamin K2, calcium's gatekeeper. And we're just getting started, because the 5th vitamin, the one that heals the damage already done, that literally turns back the clock inside your cells, is so powerful that scientists call it a longevity molecule. It doesn't just support health, it rebuilds youth. Now listen with your full heart, because this one could change everything. The 5th vitamin in our 14-day challenge isn't just for the weak, the tired, the trembling. It's for anyone who has ever looked in the mirror and wondered, what happened to me? It's for the man whose hands once built a house but now struggle to lift a glass. It's for the woman whose legs once danced under moonlight but now tremble just standing up from a chair. This vitamin doesn't just slow aging, it reverses its most brutal effects. This is coenzyme Q10, also known as CoQ10, but don't let the name fool you. This isn't some lab-created supplement or pharmaceutical trick. CoQ10 is life fuel. Every single cell in your body uses it to generate energy, especially your heart, brain, and muscle. And yet, as you age, your levels drop like a stone. By the time you're 60, you've lost almost half your natural supply. That means your muscles starve, your heart stumbles, your brain slows, your legs weaken, your hands shake. Without CoQ10, your mitochondria, the tiny power plants inside each cell, begin to shut down. Your body can't convert food into energy. You may eat, you may sleep, but you'll still feel exhausted. Why? Because your cells are running on fumes. They're dying before their time. And you feel it in every twitch, in every stumble, in every forgotten word. I had a patient, Linda, age 74, who used to be a ballroom dancer. Then came the fatigue, the tremors, the dizzy spells. Her doctor said, normal aging. She refused to believe that was her fate. She came to me, tears in her eyes, whispering, I feel like my body is betraying me. I tested her CoQ10 levels. They were undetectable. He started her on a therapeutic dose, 200 milligrams of ubiquinol, the active absorbable form of CoQ10, not the cheap ubiquinone, which most seniors can't even convert properly. Within 7 days, she reported less dizziness, more energy, clearer thoughts. By day 14, she was walking 2 miles a day without fatigue. Her trembling hands had calmed, her posture improved. She called me, voice shaking, and said, I feel like I've come back to life. You must understand, CoQ10 is not optional if you're over 60. And if you're taking statin drugs for cholesterol, it's even more urgent because statins destroy your body's ability to produce CoQ10. The very drug meant to protect your heart may be silently weakening it by robbing it of energy. This is the unspoken crime in modern medicine. But now you know better. Now you have the key. CoQ10, daily, ubiquinol form. Start with 100 mgs, build to 200 and 300 mgs for healing, and just watch what begins to return. Energy, strength, mental clarity, stability, hope. Now take a deep breath because we've nearly completed the circle. 5 secrets on Earth, 5 ancient allies return to the battlefield. But the sixth, it is the final spark, the one that reignites your very life force. It's the vitamin of motion, emotion, and devotion. Without it, even the strongest body crumbles. Because this vitamin doesn't just power your muscles, it protects your soul's rhythm, your heartbeat, your breath, your drive to move forward, even when life is trying to pull you down. Then hold on tightly, because what I'm about to share with you may be the most powerful revelation of all. The 6th and final vitamin in our 14-day challenge is not just about your body, it's about your life force. It governs your heart's rhythm. It keeps your blood flowing. It protects your cells from suffocation. And it delivers the very breath of life to every part of you, from your brain to your trembling fingertips to your achy legs. This final secret is omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA. Yes, they're called fatty acids, but do not be fooled. These are not fats that weigh you down. These are fats that free you. They are vitamins in everything but name, because when they are absent, your body begins to collapse from the inside. You see, omega-3s are found in every single cell membrane in your body. They regulate inflammation, they preserve brain function, they improve nerve transmission, they lubricate your joints and help muscles glide smoothly and respond quickly. They are the silent guardians of your nervous system. And yet, modern diets are tragically low in omega-3s, especially the crucial DHA, which is what your brain and nerves are literally built from. If your hands are shaking, if your legs feel numb or tingly, if your mind feels foggy, if your mood is darkened and you've stopped feeling joy, this might be the missing link. Omega-3 deficiency doesn't just cause symptoms, it causes devastation. It stiffens your arteries, it slows your reflexes, it dulls your thoughts, it worsens anxiety and depression, and it allows inflammation to rampage through your muscles, destroying strength and mobility. I had a patient named George, 81 years old. He was a proud man, served in the military, built his own home, loved fishing with his grandchildren. But he came to me trembling, barely able to walk, eyes filled with tears of frustration. My legs don't listen to me anymore, he said. My hands feel like they belong to someone else. We tested him. His omega-3 index was dangerously low, almost non-existent. I immediately prescribed high-purity omega-3 fish oil, rich in EPA and DHA, not just any kind, but triglyceride form, highly absorbable, mercury-free. He took 2,000 milligrams of combined EPA/DHA per day, and in just 2 weeks, his mind was sharper, his hands steadier, his legs stronger, and his voice was full of life again. It's like I'm waking up, he told me, like I'm finally coming back. That's what omega-3s do. They don't just heal, they resurrect. You want better blood flow to your legs? Take omega-3s. You want to stop the tremors? Take omega-3s. You want to protect your heart, fuel your brain, and walk with confidence again? Take omega-3s. Now, let me be clear. This isn't just about taking a pill. This is about choosing to fight for your life. Every vitamin I've revealed, every secret in this 14-day protocol comes together now like a symphony, like a battle plan. Vitamin D activates your muscles. Magnesium fires your nerves. Vitamin B12 heals the wiring of your body. Vitamin K2 protects your bones and arteries. CoQ10 fuels your cellular engines. Omega-3 keeps everything moving, flowing, and thriving. And now your 14-day challenge begins. This isn't a gimmick. It's not magic. It's science. It's strategy. It's survival. Every morning when you wake up, you have 2 choices: to decay or to rise. So rise. Take these 6 secret vitamins. Eat foods rich in them. Supplement with precision. Hydrate deeply. Move your body, even just a little. Stretch your legs. Open your hands. Feel the return of sensation, the electricity of healing. And I want you to document it. Day 1, write down how you feel. Day 7, record the changes. Stronger grip, less trembling, better sleep. Day 14, look at your hands. Stand on your legs, look in the mirror, and ask yourself, where did this strength come from? The answer? It was always inside you. You just needed the keys to unlock it, and now you have them. But don't keep this to yourself. Share this video, like it, subscribe to the channel. Tell me in the comments, where are you watching from? What part of the world are you standing in right now, choosing to reclaim your strength, your mobility, your joy? I want to hear from you. And more importantly, I want you to hear this. You are not finished. You are not broken. You are rebuilding. And the best years of your life might just begin today. As we reach the close of this journey together, remember this. The secret to overcoming weak legs and trembling hands is not lost in the past. It's alive, vibrant, and within your grasp today. The 6 powerful vitamins we uncovered: vitamin D, magnesium, vitamin B12, vitamin K2, coenzyme Q10, and omega-3 fatty acids are your allies in this fight. Each one plays a crucial role in rebuilding strength, restoring balance, and rekindling the life force within you. The 14-day challenge is more than just a protocol. It's a commitment to yourself, to your health, to your future. When you choose to take these vitamins, when you fuel your body with the nutrients it craves, when you embrace movement and nourish your spirit, you are telling the world, and most importantly, yourself, that you refuse to be defined by weakness or age. This is your time to rise, to reclaim your vitality, to walk confidently and hold your hands steady. It's not just a dream, it's a reality, waiting to be forged by your hands. So, take that first step, begin the challenge. Feel the transformation. Share your story. Inspire others, because your journey is proof that age is not the enemy, it is the canvas on which you paint your greatest masterpiece.